Happy Thursday. How you doing? Well, I got a little bit of time before I got to head out to the BTH. You know, at times I see things happen and I can connect the dots how one kind of relates to another. Only because of being directly exposed to it here in this community with people's behavior. The people that want to blame other people for things that they should be taking responsibility for. You know, this Jabba thing reminds me of now we're in October. Next month in November, something's going to happen. And then something's going to happen again at the end of March. And I already know it's going to happen at the beginning of April. Because it happens every year with the same people. You know, everything's their fault. You know, they shouldn't have done this. They're trying to fuck me over for money and they want money from me and I shouldn't have to. Here in New England, our power utility company is Eversource. We've had several throughout my lifetime. And gas and electric. And due to the law here in Massachusetts, they won't shut off anyone's gas or electric during the winter months. You need heat, you need electric. Some people have electric cooking stoves, electric heat, you know. So they passed a law many years ago. So now beginning November, it's like about a week before Thanksgiving. I forget the exact day of November. From that point forward until March 25th, these are the coldest, you know, going into and then leading out of the coldest part of the winter season. They won't shut you off a non-payment of your bills. They can't. Now, when it comes to oil, you have oil heat. Now, that's off the table. However, there is assistance with that as well. An organization called PACE downtown. You go down, you sign up, and they go over your budget, your income, your expenses, and then they'll give you so much money in one lump. They don't pay your oil bill directly, you know. They allot you so much money in one lump sum. Now it's up to you to use it as you need it to get you through the winter with oil for heat. You don't have to pay that back. You don't have to pay that back. That's a freebie. Now, with Eversource, I mean, we do, most of us, we pay it. Yeah, you know, especially with daylight savings time coming up now. You know, fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's dark. You got to put your lights on your house using much more electric. Using a lot for gas heat. We have gas heat here. You know, and gas for cooking, gas for the clothes dryer, gas for the hot water tank heater. You know, some people have electric heat. And it gets real cold, you know. I mean, on average for the winter and, you know, the real brunt of the winter, December, January, February, gas and electric bill combined is like, you know, close to 500, sometimes a little more than 500 a month. You know, 550, depending on the severity of our winter. And we pay it. And other people pay theirs, but a lot of people, they say, hey, I don't have to pay it. They can't shut me off. So they don't pay their bill come November, the end of November. They don't pay it in December. They don't pay it in January. They don't pay it in February. They don't pay it in March. Now, come April, they get their bill in April. And they got bills of $3,000-$4,000. And they lose their fucking shit. That's not right. How come they want this money from me? Because you didn't pay your fucking bills. And the part I love the most, we got a couple of radio stations here in the city. I don't really listen to them much. Only one. And it happens to be an AM station, WBSM on Pope's Island, right over the New Bedford for Haven Bridge, where Kenny's tattoo shop is. AM radio. It's mostly talk radio. People call in and complain. Same fucking people. You know, complain about the mayor, complain about city council, complain about potholes, complain about how they pick up the trash, complain about how their paper boy isn't leaving the paper all the way in the tube on their door, complain about the mailman. They're just constant complainers. People with old cranky motherfuckers with too much free time on their hands and just need something to bitch about. And they call in. That's when I like to check on it. That's when I like to check on it. Sometimes late at night, nothing really good on TV, whatever. I'll turn the volume down and I'll put it on. I forget the number. I got it set on a preset on the AM, on FM. And we got two other stations here in the city. We got one in Fairhaven, Fun 107. That's where they play all, hip hop, top 40, rap, and all that other shit. Get mad at me all you want, but to me, rap, it's bad, illiterate, ghetto poetry as far as I'm concerned, okay? And then here in the city, we have Cat Country. Cat Country, 104, country music. So I don't listen to that either. Although I have to admit, with a lot of today's music that sucks real bad, a lot of country's come a long way. It's more, I hate using the word pop, but I can listen to it a little more than I could at one time growing up with my great uncles that used to play, Hank Williams and Merle Haggard, the real twangy hillbilly shit. Although I did like a little bit of Johnny Cash. Him I could tolerate a little bit. But anyway, now here's what happens. Now we go through the winter. Come the 1st of April. Man, do you want to hear bitching from people? It's trying to rip me off. It's trying to take advantage of me. Look, I just got my bill. It's $5,300. What the fuck? You didn't pay your bill. At least pay some of it. Pay half of it. And then now, here's what Eversource does. They give you the opportunity to pay it off in installments. All you need to do is call them and say, listen, I can't pay this big bill because I didn't pay my bill for all these months when I could have paid something. They could have paid something, but they want to keep all that fucking money for themselves. You don't get free gas and electric all fucking winter while the rest of us are paying our fucking bills. See, there are a lot of people like Jabba that just want to get whatever they can for nothing. Then when the shit hits the fan with them, now they're pinned in a corner, their back's to a wall. Now it's their fault. They're taking advantage of me. Because you want to be a fucking deadbeat and not pay your fucking bills. They'll set you up on a program. They take what you owe, they break it up into 6 equal installments. And over the next 6-month period. Now going through the summer, you're not using a lot of heat. Your lights are on now. Daylight saving comes around again. It's light till almost 9 o'clock at night. Now, if you got an air conditioner, yeah, that's going to eat up, some electricity. But basically, your utilities are like, half, even less at times than what it was over the winter. So they add each one of those installments to your monthly bill, and you pay it off gradually over a 6-month period. And with everything like, what Job is talking about, oh, well, they set me up on a program and I had to do this, this, and that, but he did nothing. You know what I mean? Expected to get away with it, Now it's their fault. Believe me, a lot of people do the same thing. Now they can't pay it. And at the end of that 6 months, they have to be caught up. Well, see what happens? They go there, they fucking shut your gas and electric off. Then they're bitching again. Well, I've been paying. You didn't pay what you should have been paying. That's the whole fucking point. And the whole point of this video is to show you that I've seen a lot of different types of people in the course of my lifetime. I've met a lot of Sanfords. I've met a few Jabbas. Just not with the mental illness that Jabba has. That's fairly obvious. The slobs, the pigs, they live in a fucking dump. They don't take care of themselves. And always bitching, complaining. They're miserable motherfuckers that just seem to be mad at life because their life sucks, because they know they made their life suck, and they need people to take it out on to try to make themselves feel better somehow. You know what I mean? Believe me, I've been there, done that, seen it all. I'm quite sure a lot of you have as well.